Good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm sorry that we're a little late. Our goal is to actually start at 8:30. It doesn't always work out, but by God's grace, we are here 6 minutes past the time. Of course, my name is Monachim Saga. I reside here in Houston, Texas, and I am here this morning with my wonderful sisters. Sisters, please introduce yourselves.
Good morning, lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Augusta Anosike, and as usual, we are here to enlighten our people on what is at stake. Thank you for joining.
And then I have my wonderful sister in Kentucky.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Eputa Simon Okube. We are here to speak the truth. Join us. Thank you.
Yeah, that goes without saying. The Daughters of Truth is the name. So thank you so much for joining us. Our topic today is the key milestones, deadlines, and timelines for correcting the mistakes of 1914. Again, the topic is on our Facebook forum, if you can follow that. And also, we have a WhatsApp number also posted, as well as phone number. I would like for people to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, especially Instagram, and please share. Send us some information, questions, concerns. We can address that after this show, okay? So again, our topic today is the key milestones, deadlines, and timeline for correcting the mistakes of 1914. You guys know, Dave, there is a forced marriage between the north and the southern part of Nigeria, which has been over. And this is because when people's constitution, which we know has been toppled upon and replaced with Military Decree 24, that's the 1999 constitution, it practically ended the forced marriage. Constitution is a social contract, and anytime you illegally tamper with it, you also tamper what it represents. Nigeria was over 20 years ago when Nigeria was over 20 years ago when Fulanis made Sharia law to be the governing law for the 12 northern states in the country that they originally declared to be secular constitutional. Nigeria was also over when the Fulanis, a minority, non-indigenous people, were brought in to kill and massacre the indigenous people within the geographical region called Nigeria. My people say that he who chased himself out of the boat will say that the boat could not contain him, of course. So no matter what he said, that forced marriage is over. It was over a long time ago. Whether the British colonial master agrees or not, it has been over. So like in any civil divorce case where children, properties, and assets are involved, it's always better to go through the legal proceedings to finalize the divorce. We do not want the man bullying the woman, neither do we want the woman to lose all her properties. We do not want anarchy, war, or brutality. So today, using two documents that we have, Sister Augusta is going to read it for us, we will discuss the Nigerian divorce case as scheduled by Lower Niger Congress. Please listen.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Muna. As you rightly put it, is the Nigerian divorce case. That's what it is. So thank you, our viewers, for listening. This is the Lower Niger documents. We always give credit to where the documents are coming from. This is a brief on the Lower Niger Congress. Now let's read. The Lower Niger Congress is an aggregation of several self-determination initiatives of the eastern half of southern Nigeria, being the ethnic nationalities spread across the combined pre-1966 eastern and midwestern regions of Nigeria, now fractured into the 11 states and currently described as the southeast and the south-south geopolitical zones of Nigeria. Colored brown here. Sister Ekwi, if you can show them the map. If you can show them the map, you see the four distinct, the Nigerian, the emerging federations, separated in four distinct maps. So the colored brown is the 4-block map of Nigeria, the one that is shown right now. and more particularly described by the 1885 ethno-linguistic map of the Lower Niger Territory as shown. Formally unveiled to the public in 2009 in Warri, after several years of unpublicized operations and collaborative outreaches to the rest of Nigeria, in what crystallized into the Movement for New Nigeria, the MNN, an alliance of the non-Sharia rest of Nigeria, which is the blue part and the purple part. Sister Ekwi, if you can show that as well.
She has it on.
Okay. Okay, just have it on while I explain that map. So being the Yoruba contiguous territory and the Middle Belt, respectively, the LNC, together with its eminent alliance partners, posit that the Front Federation of Nigeria, which collapsed irredeemably since 1966, must now be dissolved and dismantled into cohesive blocks of independent units of successor states that may derive new protocols with compatible willing contiguities post-Nigeria. The LNC and its eminent partners hold that the simultaneous imposition and enforcement of Sharia since the year 2000 by the 12 contiguous predominantly Muslim states of the far north of Nigeria, that is the green bloc, amounts to a secession from the supposedly secular Federation of Nigeria, whose 1999 constitution, flawed as it is, expressly forbid state religion. So that means we're not supposed to have Sharia since Nigeria is a secular state. Okay, by this unilateral move, that Sharia bloc has rendered a union of Nigeria impossible. So the LNC further holds that since the adherents of Sharia owe it an eternal duty of faith to kill the infidel, it has become imperative that the non-Sharia rest of Nigeria, particularly the eastern half of the southern Nigeria, which is completely Christian, must make alternative constitutional arrangements for their own future.
Right.
The LNC proposes and is actively pursuing an orderly devolution plan via referendum and plebiscites where applicable to build a prospective Lower Niger Federation, which is basically the 1967 Biafra plus the 1967 Midwestern region of Nigeria, aggregated as a six-block sub-regional federation of broadly cohesive ethnic nationalities groupings as clearly depicted in the aforementioned 1885 pre-colonial ethno-linguistic map of the Lower Niger Territory. So that is the map below. Delineating these ethno-linguistic groupings, this 1885 map was adopted as the geographical basis of that prospective Lower Niger Federation by the Solemn Assembly of Peoples of the Lower Niger in Port Harcourt on the 27th of April 2015, which also mandated a referendum to decide the future of the territory. In keeping with the self-determination rights of the indigenous ethnic nationalities entrapped since 1914 in the failed Lugaudian experiment called Nigeria, and as enunciated by the appropriate UN instruments on the subject. An important project milestone has been attained in which the three eminent alliance blocs have all repudiated the imposed apartheid-like 1999 constitution as the basis of the Nigerian Federation. And this brings the project to the referendum threshold where the entrapped constituent component blocks of the distressed Federation of Nigeria will, in unfettered self-determination, decide the future of their various peoples. Currently, the LNC is registering 3 million referendum volunteers for training and deployed toward various tasks associated with the referendum already being processed for the Lower Niger Territory. It is pertinent to note that both the Biafra agitation groups and the Niger Delta agitation groups subscribe to what has now become the Lower Niger referendum movement. You may wish to view the YouTube titled The Lower Niger Congress on the Biafran Question and Nigeria at the Valley of Decision. These videos are accessible if you go online, if you go to the LNC website. So as always, this is written by Mazi Tony Nadi, the Secretary General of the Lower Niger Congress, and the President of the Lower Niger Congress is Professor Fred Agbe. All right, sisters, let us discuss on this last document, I think, or one of the documents. Go ahead, Sister Ekwe.
Yeah, when again did he say, what's the date of this document?
Yeah, the date of this document, well, okay, let me go back, was, I think it was in 2012. Okay, hold on, I don't see that here.
2009.
Huh?
Nine.
I don't see a date, but
there's a second paragraph. It says it was
okay,
made
when they met in Warri in 2009. Okay.
Yeah, in Warri.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that this document was not hidden. That means these documents have been in public domain for at least 10 good years. And my people that say they want freedom, they want independence, did not care to interrogate this document. And these are the people that want to represent us in the world, or the people that have been representing us. Because you see, our people go for conferences. When they get there, they're either sleeping or they don't even read anything that was presented before them. They drink tea, they will not read the documents, and when they finish, they will sign away our destiny and they will come back home. Simple document like this was made available to all the people that say they want to bring freedom for us. Because this document is in accordance with the UN Declaration for Indigenous Peoples' Rights of 2007, where they marshaled out about 46 articles of what the people, any indigenous people that want freedom or independence, as it may, will go through, how they will put themselves together before they even approach UN. The assignment they need to go home and do first. The things, my people think that is everything you do gra over. They give you formula for solving mathematics. You say, no, I want to solve it my own way. And as a result, we have lost lives. People have died because people refuse to follow protocol. Even till now, some people are still running around doing what is not written anywhere. And if we now say we are not following you, it will be that, oh, we hate you. Anybody that ever went to secondary school or little tertiary institution that did government or anything towards that side, we know that if you want freedom, there are two ways, either legal or through war. War and legal process. Even if you go to war, when you finish the war, you will still go back to the table for dialogue.
That's true.
So why do you want to go and massacre the women and children first before you do the correct thing? And then some people went and demanded ammunition from our people did not give them, and they started cursing them and abusing them. Now you are abusing your people before the war. When you now get to the war, your people are already divided. What sort of strategy is that? Your people are already divided. Then they will kill you before they meet the enemy. We are calling on our people. It's time to be serious with our destiny. Your destiny does not depend on one individual. Your destiny is in your hands. People have done this before. You see, South Africa, for 50 years, they did all this other type that some people are doing. Then when Nelson Mandela, we have done it in this program, 2 lawyers came together and said, this is the protocol, and they moved, and they got what they wanted. Before us now, we have seen Southern Cameroon people.
Southern Cameroon.
They went to war, like we went to war 1967, 70. Eventually, we saw them go to U.S. Congress, make their presentations, make negotiations, dialogue, and everything started working. But what our people did not know is that while that was going on, that they also invited our people. And our people have already gone for that presentation.
Exactly.
While some people are running around inside forest, that presentation has been made. We'll see it when Sister Augusta will read the second document so that we know exactly the date, the period these things were done. Thank you.
Yes, Sister, if I may even buttress that of Southern Cameroon, you'll also remember that despite the fact that they are, doing their own agitation and all that, and their leader was probably in the prison, I think he's still in jail up to now, the legal aspect of their agitation went on. They didn't have to wait for one supreme leader to give them an order to do what they had to do. Their legal agitation continued. They continued to meet with the UN. They continued to meet with people that they have in the United States. They continued to push the paper. They continued to collaborate with some countries that helped them to get to where they are now. And by July 10th, I believe, they will be declared. So somebody sitting down and saying that it is what I say that would happen, or I have the finality, or when it comes to how things should be done, and you must listen to me, or you are a saboteur. That is what we've been trying to shift the minds of our people. That Cameroon did not just probably agitated back at home, but they have people down here in the United States doing the leg work, the paper pushing, because you have to push paper, you have to do leg work, you have to continue to investigate, understand, appreciate. There are so many things you needed to do. Negotiations were going on. They didn't have to wait for their leader that probably still in jail now. And that leader did not even arrogate himself as a supreme, because everybody was a leader. Everybody was out there working. Everybody, the designated works were probably dispersed, and everybody was out there working. So, it's one thing that we have to understand where we are going to and understand where we are coming from. You just have to understand that basically. Go ahead, sister. Sorry to cut you in.
Yeah, Sister Muna, I want to add
Sister Muna, do you have anything to say?
No, go ahead. Go, not yet.
Why we decided to bring in this document, because some people were of the notion that Lower Niger Congress is trying to push them into one Nigeria. And these are all lies. You find out that somebody, for his own gain, decided to blackmail, lie against and blackmail all the people that had good intention towards us.
Yes.
In fact, they gave him a name. He says his name is Alumelibo. Alumelibo. It's horrible. Any good thing, any person that arises and says, I want to do this thing for our people, he will blackmail him, kill him, destroy him. Are you not Alumelibo? Because they have painted a picture to the world that we are stupid people. We are people that are not sensible. We don't respect our elders anymore. So sad. Our children are busy abusing people that pay their school fees, that can build industries and employ all of them. They are busy abusing them. And then when they finish abusing on Facebook, they come behind and tell you, sister, can you send me money? I don't have money. Hunger is killing us. When you were abusing your mouth, you didn't know hunger was killing you. This is what somebody told my people. And we were saying, like Asari said, he said, Igbo people, let us stand up and say this is not who you are. And we're beginning here to say this is not who we are. We are daughters of Igbo land. We know who we are. We are not people that do not respect our elders. We respect elders. What we do is that if you tell your elder to do something and he did not agree with you, you will go and bring another set of elders that understand and go and meet them and present your case again. And you continue to present your case until there's a consensus. Everybody will agree that this is, even if they don't agree that one, they will say, okay, let's tweak it a little bit.
Let's tweak it in the exact, and that is what we're seeing. That negotiation started from us. The back and forth, the elders would back and forth negotiation until we reach probably in the middle. So it started from us. So he telling us that whatever he says is the last bus stop. I mean, I don't get it.
It shows that he doesn't know who we are. He does not know us. And an evil man would rather die than sell his rights to you.
Exactly.
It's freedom.
It's freedom.
See what happened now in the landing in Georgia. For them, when they landed in Georgia and found out it was slavery, they chose to drown inside water. They held their hands and said, okay, river that brought us, river, you will take us back. That's an Igbo man.
Igbo landing, yeah.
Yes, Igbo landing. He said, instead of us to be enslaved, we will die. Not in this world. We would rather be in the other side of the world, not here. We cannot be enslaved here. They now want to bring slavery, part 2, and say you're bringing freedom. My people say, that means from the smell of the fat, you'll be able to sense how the shit will be, how the physics will be. When you pass gas, from the smell of the gas that you pass, we're able to know when you will not go to toilet, what will it be like? You say you want to give us freedom. Our people are already in bondage. There's this forum where we are, where we have some of our people from Biafra land. You need to hear how these people
talk,
complain,
what they say, what they write.
What they say, what they write. You see that these people have already been enslaved. It's only few, and even when those few are trying to speak out, they are doing it with fear. Because they're afraid either if you knew about they will kill them, or the street leader will kill them. He will send his gang and kill them. Already in certain states, because they send the pictures to us. And that's what we're telling them. Your human rights abuses, the international body, they already recognize that they know about it.
They know.
These women took pictures, sent them to us. He said, look at what the people that say they want to bring freedom to us did to us. Use machete, beat the women, broke their legs, broke their heads, their children and everything, kidnapped some, even to the extent of trying to bury some alive.
Alive, yeah.
For daring
to ask questions.
To ask questions, to ask the supreme leader questions. And you say, this is freedom? I don't think so. So the women are contacting us and they say, please, if you should help us, we are trapped. We know that this is not freedom. Please, anything you people can do to bring freedom for us, we appreciate it.
True freedom.
True freedom. And we promise them. We said, we are with you, women.
And these are your mothers.
What bondage is.
These are your mothers. Yes. No, go ahead, my dear. I was saying these are their mothers for those that are abusing and cursing. These are your mothers calling.
Yes. So, and they told us that they even promised them that when Biafra comes, that they will deal with them, the final one. How do you threaten somebody and you think I will agree and follow you to that freedom? That type of freedom.
They're telling those of us in the US that if you don't pay $1 to their coffers, that we will not land.
It's unbelievable. And you think I will support you for that type of freedom?
What the heck are you?
That's where Nyanwodo said, I will sabotage that type of freedom. Nyanwodo told them, he did not hide. He said, this type is freedom. If this thing you are doing is freedom, I will sabotage it. And they started calling him sabotage.
Probably we didn't understand where he was coming from then.
Now we know, because they are back home getting information, direct information from the people that are with. So we did not know. It's now that we are closer to our people and they're giving us direct reports of what is going on in the so-called Biafra land.
Yeah, Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is not freedom. That's
bondage.
Slavery raised to power 10.
Yes.
You're trying to move away from Nigeria that has already entrapped you. And you're moving into a worse type of slavery where one single person will become tyrant. No, it's not going to happen. When we have the elites, we have the Igbo people, let me use the word Igbo now, I'm not generalizing on Biafra, are virtually the most educated. If you come here in the United States, the statistics that the Igbos are the most educated people here in the United States is not a fallacy, it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are that educated, that one person is not arrogating supremacy to himself, telling us that we will not come to our land because we didn't give him $1, why the ones we've given him before, he cannot even account for it.
No, we can see the children littered everywhere. That's the account. You see all the children that are walking on main road, you know. MTA, Mrs. A, Atunia, Atupasa, one there, you know. That's the account. Don't count the number. Meanwhile, for over 20 years, Tony Nadi told them, presented this type of scenario to them, that 1967, this is how we were surrounded by enemies.
Yeah.
That if we want freedom, the first thing we will do is to make friends with these our neighbors and form an alliance with them. Whether you're going to war or you're going to follow the legal system, you need this alliance. We presented it to all of them, explained it to them, and even this man, this boy or baby boy, I don't know, had the audacity to even come on air to tell us that he was saying something that he doesn't understand for 4 hours, that he did not talk to me. How will you understand when you did not go to
when
school?
you're not educated? He keeps planting the idea that he went to one of the best secondary school. He went to a local secondary school, and my brain is intact one time. He went to this school, he went to UNN, he went to Guinea people. Oh my God, and you are even disgracing that certificate. I don't think UNN gave him a certificate because that's a slap.
No, he didn't. I think there was strike, so he left. He didn't finish there. You know, I heard it took him 13 years to get a degree. That time that if you do one course 1 year, then you come back 1 year again and do another course. You know, by the time you finish doing the 5th course, you have forgotten what you learned in the first course.
The first course.
That type of degree.
The most important thing is that, you know, I like what you guys said earlier about understanding there was a protocol in place before some people started causing distractions. And we have a brother here asking, how come Cameroon has gotten their gotten their recognition, whereas we are still struggling because of so many distractions. If you look at the social media, Camerooners or Ambazonians do not have the same kind of distractions that we have. So instead of us focusing on something, because we are sending out this signal that everybody is watching to see what is this other signal you guys are doing on the other side, whereas you're telling me you're going that way. So recognizing that in order for you to get that freedom, my sister started by saying that even if you go to war, at the end of the day, it will end on the table. And we mothers are saying we don't want to go through that pain again of losing our children, of even worse hardship on our family, in order for you to do what? End on the table. Why don't we start from that table now? It's a common sense. It's a no-brainer. Why don't we start on that table now than to wait for our children to die and war to ravage all properties and then we'll go on the table? So again,
yeah, the person that wants us to go to war does not have a single house, so he can easily run everywhere to Somalia. So it's understandable. You want to reduce everybody.
We are not going to allow that to happen. We are not going to allow that to happen. The lives of our children depends on the mothers to make sure that our future generations to come are, will be sustainable. So we don't want all these things of killing. Look at what they did to Abazona. Now it ended on the table. So why don't we start on the table? And the table is that legal process, going by line by line, timeline by timeline. Sister Augusta is going to present the timeline that the LNC has been working with. And we just want you guys to understand, don't listen to the lies. Don't listen to the propaganda. I even at one time believed it was one Nigeria without reading the documents. I will make a confession. Because I was believing what somebody else was telling me. I did not go to investigate. Even though I'm one of the most educated people here in the US, I still messed up. I did not go and read. I did not try to understand. I just believe what I was told and ran with it. And we're saying that if you look, that thing has not even gotten us anywhere, that information that we took and ran. I remember last year when we were seeing pictures of our brother with the congressmen and women, which is we've been asking all along, where are the congressmen and women? Where are they?
So,
when with the President Trump took the women of the Southern Kaduna that were being killed and all this stuff, our brother, and we thought it was IPOB, will remove the guy and we'll be seeing IPOB is doing it. And I know I'm the top head of IPOB and we did not get there.
So it's not IPOB doing it now because the leader went and said that they're doing Christian stuff. Remember? So we did not mix it up. We don't say, what is our brother doing within the Hausa? You understand?
Yes.
Because somebody said
after he had done that interview that my brother Tony was doing Christian something. Now he is actually trying to take the credit
for
the declaration that President Trump did.
That's how we take
the credit that he was the one that told Washington that it is not a clash between headers and farmers.
Where did he tell them?
There's a clash against the Christians, and the Christians are Biafrans. How can somebody be so damn?
Where he said that Biafrans are practicing Judaism. He said that Biafrans are not Christians. We begged them. Let's give this thing a Christian front and go and meet some evangelicals here. They say no, it's Judaism that they practice. That Biafra will be a Jewish nation. When did you not turn around? You see,
to not start claiming the credit of stuff. That guy, he has to, his own level of plagiarism is one part too. You plagiarize somebody else's work. You actually take the credit.
But the most important thing,
you take the credit of somebody else's work.
Yes, the most important thing is that
that's F9.
Yes, the most important thing now is that we are going somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Yes. We are understanding the strategies, we're understanding the protocols, and we keep saying, if you are going through the UN that you're screaming about, see us, so we are putting you on notice, so watch us. So the UN is all about legality. They are not there for you to start war. So you will never be part of UN. And then you decided that you want to go war, then you start, because everybody couldn't gazi the war, right?
No, the war came to his house, he ran away. Somebody said, bring war. War now came. He jumped fence and ran away and presented my brothers and sisters to be killed.
The funny thing is that nobody has sat back to ask, how did he run away? How did he move his aged parents from that house while the able-bodied man stood and took bullets? How did he run away? People, I don't know our people.
The judgment of God will soon be upon all of us, including me. God will look at this heart and judge us accordingly and reward us accordingly when the time comes. Let's continue with the document, sister. Let's continue with the document.
So, Sister Ekwi, if you can raise that, all the timeline and the work that they have done. As you rightly said, LNC has been working since actually, since 1999, actually, that was when they started.
Pin it too.
I tried to, but I couldn't find it there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see there's something up, but I can't see what it is. Let me see if I can find it.
Sister Mona, if you can go back to all your pictures, you can put it up and paste it. See if you can do that. Yeah. Because this is the timeline. This is the timeline. There are dates. The key milestones, the datelines and timelines for correcting the mistake of the 1914 amalgamation. And this was done by the LNC MNN Alliance. So I'm going to read through it fast. It's about 16 steps. And guess what? We just have about 2 steps left. So I'm going to read briefly. For the box one is the green. We have the dateline that was May 28, 1999. Understand that when LNC is doing anything, they put date and time so you would know that this was what they achieved. Okay? So the 1999 Unitary Constitution imposed by Abdul Salam Abubakar via Decree number 24 of 1999, reviving wholesale the 1979 Constitution, which was the victory charter from the Nigerian Biafra War of 1967 and 1970. So by October of 2005, that was what they achieved in 1999, okay? So by October 2005 to August 2006, the dateline, that was the one below, the Pro-National Conference Organization called PRONACO being the People's Sovereign National Conference of the Ethnic Nationalities of Nigeria, convened to rework the damaged federal constitutional basis of Nigeria. It produced a draft People's Constitution. That is the number 2 dateline. Then we have the number 3 dateline at the top. This happened on May 23rd, 2007. In furtherance of the Pronaco Consensus to restore the federal basis of Nigeria, the Eminent Alliance filed a suit at the Federal High Court in Abuja, challenging the legitimacy of the 1999 Constitution, seeking the termination of its operation. This happened in 2007. Now we come down to the box 4, June 30th, 2011. June 30th, 2011, the joint multi-regional eminent Lagos declaration by which the Eminent Alliance partners, being Lower Niger, Yoruba Land, and Middle Belt, that is the South and the Middle Belt, repudiated the Caliphate-imposed 1999 Constitution, mandating regional self-determination actions, including referendums. You see, they are working with dateline. They are working with time. This is the roadmap we've been talking about. So by April 27, Box 5, 2015, that is the Solemn Assembly of the Peoples of the Lower Niger in Port Harcourt, which adopted the 1885 ethno-linguistic map of the Lower Niger as geographical basis of federating, and mandated the distillation of a charter of relationships as well as an asset protection and guarantee scheme. So that happened in 2015. So if we go to Box 6, by May of 2015, a month later, Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., NNC team makes a case for the termination of the operation of Nigeria's 1999 Constitution at a special congressional event on Nigeria in the immediate aftermath of the 2015 presidential election in Nigeria. Same NNC at the UN headquarters in New York for informal consultations. So by 2015, they did an informal consultation with the UN headquarters. So if you go to Box 7 at the top, the Yoruba Solemn Assembly, this happened on September 7, 2017. Yoruba Solemn Assembly Ibadan, which repudiated the 1999 Constitution as basis of the Federation of Nigeria and proclaimed the self-determination right of the Yoruba to reclaim the autonomy of Yoruba land. So that's to tell you that they are working, Sister Quick, can you just put a little explanation to that? They are working with not just the Middle Belt, but the Yorubas as well.
Yes, my dear. Because when somebody tells you something and they like this thing has not changed, it remains the same. The first thing that, of course, we should know that Brother Tony, Mr. Tony, is a legal practitioner. If you're going to use a legal protocol, who best do you want to represent you? Is he a farmer, a fisherman, or a
lawyer? Not charge a bail lawyer because not charge a bail lawyer.
Specialty. He has specialty in jurisprudence. That is the science of law.
Exactly.
Because me, I don't like history. So this one is science of law. That means he studied how law is practiced. Not just that you're a lawyer, but how law is practiced, the art and the science of law.
Of loyalty.
Explained, yes, of loyalty. So he sat down and explained to them that the first thing you need to do is to say that this constitution cannot be the basis of our union. Because the constitution took our sovereign rights, our rights. We were regional before. In federation, when you want to federate a country, you bring all the federating blocks. You do not collapse them.
Like they do here in the United States, yes.
Yes. You don't collapse them and make it one. You will retain their regions. So that devil's paper, that 1999 decree that they call constitution, took away our right. That was the first thing in that block. Because it was to first of all say this is our problem. Let's break our problem. into blocks. Then we start solving it one after the other.
One.
So the first thing is to say this constitution cannot be the basis of our union. And in doing it, each federating block we need to do it. So that's why you hear about this the solemn assembly. So the people, the Lower Niger people went and did their own. Yoruba people went and did their own. Middle Belt went and did their own. And interestingly, you will know that over 20 years ago, these Ariwa people did something like that and introduced Sharia in 12 northern states. By that move, they have declared that they're not members of Nigeria anymore.
Absolutely, it's no brainer. Absolutely.
Exactly, because Nigeria is supposed to be a secular nation. But they moved and introduced Sharia in 12 states, thereby removing this place from Nigeria. So right now, what they are doing to us is that they turned around and now use the constitution to enslave us. So Brother Tony said the way you need to come out of this enslavement is to first form an alliance. Since these people are the only ones that separated themselves, so let the remaining people come together and form an alliance. That's why they start saying, oh, he's talking about one Nigeria. No. He's saying, if you will fight this evil, you need to come together as one. When you come together, so that it's not one like you become one nation, but you'll be speaking the same thing. And that's why in 2015, in Port Harcourt, the Lower Niger had to do their own agreement, say, we are not accepting this constitution. They rejected the constitution because it's what you do. These are legal things. You officially do it, sign, then before you do any other thing. Then Yoruba people did their own 2017 at Ibadan. These are events with dates, with human beings that are attended. It's not child's play. It is not child's play. And these are the original owners of Nigeria. The people at National Assembly and all that, they're not the owners of Nigeria. Those ones are employees. The owners of Nigeria are the people of Nigeria, and they are doing the needful. Please go ahead.
Absolutely, it makes perfect sense. If you are, we keep saying this. We started these proceedings by reading the indigenous people of, the UN Indigenous Right of Indigenous People. Only to tell you guys, to support what this LNC is doing, that you have to have that internal cohesion for you to go to that UN that you guys tend to call upon at all times. So knowing that this constitution does not represent who we are, the day that they form the Sharia law, like my sister says, the day they remove themselves. So don't you think it makes sense to form alliance with the left,
the non-Sharia states,
the non-Sharia phase, and then go for your independence that way? So they have done the work. We are two more boxes ready to complete the goal. And if only people can begin to understand this, you will see there shouldn't be any name calling, there shouldn't be finger pointing. It's all about strategy, protocol, which is the things that a lot of us have been asking all along. What are the strategies? What are we doing? What is the plan? Because just doing one thing, whatever you want to call it, online that you think you're doing, Trump doesn't come online. He just tweets stuff and he goes to bed. US Congress don't come online and read what you're posting. So even if they wipe out your whole village and you post it on the future, nothing concerns them. Nothing at all. So these are people going face by face. We keep saying that you have to come to the table where decisions are made. If you are out there, you can call Buhari Jubril. You can tell him that his ear was switched over to the other side. Buhari is still going to the table where decisions are made. Look at Obasanjo. With all the evil Obasanjo Merenowa, that son of a gun. Obasanjo is still the to-go man for the foreigners. He's still to-go man for the UN. If they want to get more information, even it was confirmed on a famous radio talk show that when these people will come, they will send their delegates to go and meet this.
No, they give them awards now. They don't have positions at higher places.
Yes, they will send them to go and meet the same people, and we are saying, now we understand that that's what they're doing. They're the same people. They are the one that they give audience. So we start work by getting the ears of those people and insisting that they do the right thing. And this alliance is exactly what they have done. Even Danjuma is part of this alliance.
Yes.
That's why he's telling you guys to go and defend yourself, that this is not even a funny matter anymore. So these are the people understanding that we need this cohesion in order for indigenous people to find their different pathways. And somebody is asking here, oh, is this about Biafra? This is about our self-determination. It's about our self-determination. The country, you cannot have a country within a country without other international communities being about it. That's why for now, it's called self-determination. When you get your country, you take a consensus. If you want it to be a bargain, you want it to be Osoko, whatever you want to call it, Biafra, fire, then you can name it that. But right now, the UN doesn't recognize you and your Biafra. It does not exist, unfortunately. In our hearts, he exists. We know with our forefathers, we are all about Biafra. We identify ourselves as Biafran, but because of that, Biafrans, because of that zoological republic, we are not able to go out now and pronounce our name. So right now, what we are doing is called self-determination. That's what we are looking for. And the Yorubas are doing their own as well.
You notice the southern Cameroon? Okay. You notice that they did not call it Ambazonia?
Ambazonia, exactly. They did not call it Ambazonia.
It's about a region that goes with a map. They will map out that whole area. And you see that some parts of Nigeria that they put inside, that means they're working with an ancient map.
Yes, they are working with an ancient map.
That's what they're working with. So when people now gather, you call it what you want to call it.
Eventually, they might end up calling it Ambazonia. Eventually,
yes, now,
but right now, the demarcation is according to that territory that is being mapped out. And when they keep asking, which map are you presenting? And the front side is presenting just about, I don't know, what miniature map is presenting. You are not going to listen to you.
We have it
here. What's that old one?
See what is presenting. This tiny,
presenting that tiny map.
This tiny dot here is what is presenting. When we know we can get, we are able to get a bigger place, the whole complete area. We can get the whole area. You are mentioning one tiny thing because you don't know the implication of anything, and you want to make all of us look stupid.
And the worst part of this about being ignorant, we keep telling you guys, whether you're ignorant or not, when the consequences come, it's just the way it is. So the earlier you begin to understand what is at stake and knowing, and not just believing assets. Somebody say, I heard. No. Go and ask questions. You have the right to ask questions. And if it doesn't make sense, you have the right to ask even more questions. What you don't get to do is for somebody to tell you something, you believe, not online, and all kinds of stuff. Guess what? You think when Biafra comes, when Biafra comes, I will deal with you. Me, myself, I will lock you up. You think you're the only one? I'm saving my money to lock up all the miscreants that don't want to receive sense. So you're not the only one that knows how to do. And when you speak, when you change your dollar to Naira, I can arrest even more people. So you guys should stop being silly. Get off of this Facebook if you cannot get more sense. We are not here to call names.
The most painful one is when you see like some people that are educated a little bit following these miscreants. Because I watched one video when somebody was talking about apartheid government and all. I'm like, who told you about apartheid government? Is it not telling that? Now you take one sentence and mention it. Being as if you are the author of the word. When they now ask you after this word that you said, what is next? You don't know.
They don't know.
You can't defend what you said. You don't have a tool to actualize what you just mentioned.
Copyright. They don't have a job. They're on Facebook 24 hours a day. When we say one thing, they will go and take one line out of what we say and then start sharing to their ignorant brothers and sisters. And we're telling you, we are the mothers of the land. We are the ones that give birth to these children. You don't get to destroy them anymore. You don't get to do that. We will take a stand, the stand that you have never seen before, just like our mothers did in 1929, when you guys were there gossiping, following British people sheepishly, and they're doing all this evil. We are saying enough is enough. You don't get to do that anymore. You don't get to kill our children and impregnate whoever you do want to impregnate. Why things are going haywire, you're doing whatever you're doing all kinds of manipulation. It will not happen anymore. We, the women, are taking a stand. We, the African women, are saying, enough, African men. We are not taking any of this stupidity from you guys anymore. We are so done with it. We and our children are so done with your BS. Because that's what it is.
Yeah. And the days ahead will show them that we are done. Hey, we are not here to play. We are not here to play. We are not joking. The days ahead will show them that we are not just speaking English. We are adding English action to what we're saying.
You know where we are. We are willing to go to the highest mountain to ensure that our next generation of children will not go through what we are going through. That's how serious we are. The American are saying they are dead serious. We are dead serious.
They will be smart. Our children will be, next generation of our children will be very smart. Before you see them, they have seen you. Because we don't want, after this nation, we don't want our children to be sold again. That's why it's important.
Mistakes everywhere. Standing up the future of our children everywhere they go, so intimidated. How can you be intimidated of your fellow man? Because someone with a white skin. You go to a UN meeting, you're signing papers, you don't know what you're signing. You go to AU meeting, you're signing papers because you're getting your own dollar. What about our children? What about our children and their future? Who is manning that one? Who is making sure? The so-called the same African men walking around and doing nothing. Walking around and doing nothing. You see them traveling all over the world. The only thing on their mind is sex, nothing else. Nothing else. And our children are dying to see if they can sleep with one in China, one in Croatia, one in Thailand. Tell me a mother that will travel out of a country and be looking for a man to fuck, if not for African men. Tell me a mother that have children at home that are still hungry. All you can do is get contracts here and there, destroying everything back and forth. The same group of men, they keep recycling them and telling them, you guys are done. We are so done with that nonsense.
We are done with that. Somebody sat down. Do you see how this
invert it?
Okay. Yeah. Do you see how detailed this is? A man like them sat down, or not a man, is group of men, because Colonel Ojukwu is part of this plan. Sisiono is part of this plan. Chinua Achebe, yes, Inahoro is part of this plan. Chinua Achebe is part of this plan. All the men, erudite men that went to school when school was, when you graduate from school, your degree means something.
Yeah.
Men that went to school that when they show you certificate, there's a common sense in line with the certificate. Not that you bring certificate, meanwhile you are stupid as what I don't know. These are people that came together, and somebody had the audacity to say, Tony Nadi was doing it alone. Why are you so dark? And why do you keep showing the world that you're dark?
Tony Nadi is just the general secretary. That's just the general secretary. The general secretary. Are there no other members?
At least you can ask him questions and he will answer you. You will not get called saboteur because he said, what is this that you have done? It doesn't make sense to me. He will get a reply. And that is the nation that we are building for. This is the nation they will ask, before you touch a child, they will ask you, what are you doing? And they expect you to kneel down and come down to their level, eyeball to eyeball. We are no longer training children that they can answer some big names, name all the things wrong, and our children will sit there and watch you. No.
And they will not ask you questions.
You don't get to do that anymore. It's over.
They finished a meeting and one asked a question in the meeting. The so-called IPOB or whatever, that's NK. Yeah, my people add K there because they're not my people. And so somebody asked a question there. Do you know, as he was stepping out of that meeting, a bouncer was waiting for him at the door. He said, don't you ever ask that type of question again. And before he left the group, he said, this is not what he bargained for. There is freedom he wants, not bondage.
Bondage. Stupid bondage. Don't mind him. He's using everybody's money to frolic. One day, very soon. Sisters, let's continue. Now, let's go to box 8. As we said, this is in collaboration with other indigenous peoples. So let's go to box 8. Box 8 happened on July 8, 2018. The Emergency Assembly of the Peoples of the Middle Belt in Makurdi which rejected the unitary constitution arrangements of Nigeria and proclaimed the self-determination rights of the Middle Belt to its autonomy. So even Middle Belt is involved in all these things that we're saying. So it's not just us that want freedom. Middle Belt wants freedom as well. Yes. And that's why this collaboration, this cohesive thing is so important.
You know, Middle Belt. You know, they used to put Middle Belt in the north before. Like when they were supposed to get independence. These people up north, these Arewa people said they wanted Sharia.
Sharia.
Okay. So Middle Belt now said, if you are going to have Sharia, we will not be part of North. Based on that, it was based on the fact that they will not put Sharia, that Middle Belt agreed to join them in the North. So once they introduced Sharia, Middle Belt moved out. So we are no more part of North. That we will be by ourselves because we do not want to be governed by Sharia. So, and that's why when they started killing them, they had to call emergency solemn assembly. Because they have finished all these meetings since 2005, 2006, said everybody should go and do their own. So it's whenever people are ready, they will do their own. The first set to be ready was Lower Niger, our people. We did our own first, 2015. Followed by Yoruba people, they gathered themselves because you know this is a lot of planning. This is not just gather anywhere and no, a lot of planning. You have to move people. Like that Pronaco, they had 164 ethnic delegates. That attended for 2 years. For 2 years, they were put in hotels. They were fed. They were taken care of for a period of.
Guess what? Sister Ekwi, remember that the Pronaco, we even have the president of Nigeria as one of those that attended the
He was one of the delegates. He represented
he represented his own people.
So that's why when they finish now, Yoruba people did their own. So Middle Belt were still planning to do their. When they now started, Middle Belt, when they started killing them, they now remembered, there's an assignment that we have not finished. We were supposed to do something. So that's why they did their own emergency. As they were carrying their dead bodies everywhere, they're like, oh, we need to do this in fast, because this is no time for English anymore. Right. And they did their own in 2018. So all the federating blocks that we're seeing here, they have all done their own. They are ready. They have done the necessary. They are ready. Please continue to read.
Okay, Box 9. Box 9 happened December 11, 2018. Joint Multi-Regional Freedom Pact Proclamation. Rejecting further national elections on the basis of the repudiated 1999 Constitution and demanding an immediate transitional process for the orderly distillation of successor state units and instruments to be ratified by referendums. So if you go to Box 10 happened January 17, 2019. National Press Club, Washington, D.C. An LNC team raises a global alarm about the killing of Christians and ethnic cleansing in Nigeria at coordinated press conferences on Nigeria, showing self-evident nexus, Boko Haram and Fulani militia X-Men, ISIS and ISWAP, and the onlooking federal government. By Box 11, June and July 2019, Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., LNC team joined by the survivors and victims of the Fulani X-Men rampaged from the Middle Belt territories of Nigeria at International Religious Freedom Ministerial roundtables, making a case for a better U.S. understanding of the grim situation of Nigeria and the appointment of a U.S. Special Envoy in view of reality. We didn't need to talk about this because this was when Mazi Tony was here. It was here that June of 2019. So I knew it was here. Me first, I know it was here. I know it was living in Houston to start with because we were getting ready for this Anumpam to come as well. So I knew that Mazi Tony was here in Houston. And the fact was that it was this particular thing that they did with the Christian community.
Right, and we saw it. We saw it. It was on CNN. I saw it.
That was what made United States to appoint a special U.S. envoy to come and see firsthand and stop listening to the guy. Because remember, what is this guy? The vice president was called upon to come and verify. And he kept saying, it's not, Christians are not being marginalized or killed. Christians are not being one. It's just a clash, farmers and elders and all that. And I think Vice President Pence now told him, you are a liar. You just lied right now into our faces.
Yes.
And that is why this special U.S. envoy was designated to go figure things out back home. This is the work of LNC, and somebody is taking it as his own work. Even when he's wearing, what is that cap they wear for Judaism? He's not claiming, now young American.
He can't do practice.
Ndị Jew who know how boss. You're too black for them now. They will run like, well, any Jew.
Now the time they went to Israel, the Jews did not even allow them to come into the synagogue. Police in Israel, they were chasing them out. And for you
Even
to know,
here, Hannah Sanya, I remember when before he came to Houston, I was calling all the synagogue. My Daniel came for about 440. You know.
And you know what, sisters, if you remember that when he came for that something, people were trying to offer to buy tickets on time. He wasn't even sure when he was going to be here. We didn't know he was monitoring Tony Nadi's movement.
Mm-hmm.
Because the meeting that Tony Nadi and the group and all these other people came, you know what it means to move people from Nigeria? To move people that have never been to US, you will get their visa.
Schwab's mom. I think she was part of the envoy.
Exactly. Schwab's mom had to even shake President Trump.
Mm-hmm.
To make all those arrangements. Do you know they will have to vet you?
Vet them.
All those people that were in that team, Americans will screen them, check their security, everything. Then you have to get visa, get tickets. This is not what you plan overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Secure a date for that meeting. So this Eflef man heard about it. He wanted to target when Tony will be here for that meeting and appear, because he refused to give a date when he comes. You know, we were literally dragging him to come to US, because you know he was running away from US. He knows that if we meet him and ask him question direct, mm-hmm. He doesn't have any plan. So he was avoiding intelligent people in US. He will go to every other place where he will not come to US. If he ever comes, he will go to where they're doing a meeting and talk to them and tell them that he wants ammunition without explaining what he will do with it. So this is beginning to make more sense to us now. What was going on, and especially the level of lies he's coming up with. You know, Bible says that when the devil lies, that he speaks his father's native language. Honestly, when some people lie, this is my brother, I don't even know how to call him my brother. When he lies, it's like lie is his native language. He lies like hell.
The most important thing.
Continue.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Okay, let's continue. So after the June-July exposition, we have the August 2019. That was August 2019, visitation of the UN Special Rapporteur on Nigeria had missed widespread reports of wanton killings and other alarming negative indices with a damning verdict. The constitutional arrangement of Nigeria is a pressure cooker for injustice, coming on the heels of the U.S. verdict of Fulani-driven ethnic cleansing. Then by December of 2019, the placing of Nigeria on a U.S. special watch list for grave infractions on religious freedom in circumstances that suggest a level tolerance and even possible collusion of the Fulani-dominated and federal government of Nigeria and the armed forces. So the box 14, those are the big next milestones that we are looking at, okay? Box 14 would happen in 2020. Though Corona has quite a lot of stuff, but we are still moving on. One of the things that would happen in 2020, which is the next big milestones, will be the joint Malta Regional Constitutional Force Majeure, launch of the Lower Niger chapter of relationships, Lower Niger Asset Protection Guarantee Scheme, and the international imperatives. That is what they are looking at. Then box 15, which would also be part of 2020 and ongoing, the precipitation of transitioning and the preliminaries on referendum. And our box 16, which is what we are all looking for, will be the self-determination referendums and plebiscites for independence and autonomy. So we are so close where we just have 2 more boxes to fill for us to get to a referendum. So if a group of people have done this for more than 21 years, they started in 1999, and they have been systematically doing this till now, it means that we only have 2 boxes left for us to get our freedom. So what are we talking about?
I know. Speaking about referendum, we keep emphasizing this over and over again. Referendum is a state-sponsored program. States in the reference of a sovereign country called the Cato Republic. So it's not something that any of you should be paying anybody money for. It's not warranted. According to the UN Charter, it should be sponsored and will be sponsored by the state with oversight of the UN. So don't give anybody your money. We keep saying, you give it to your brothers and sisters that are struggling. There's so many things. Use it to uplift your communities. Use it to create jobs. Use it to do other stuff. Do not give anybody. I was dumb enough to do it for years. Very dumb enough to do it for years. You do not need to give anybody money for referendum. It will be sponsored by the state and the UN and the international communities.
It will be like another defense fund. When they told them to bring money for defense fund, development fund, all types of fund. When the Hausa Batoka, he said there's no money. Somebody stole the money. Wow. What type of story is this? In 2020?
In 2020, you don't have a CPA. You are forming a country, you don't have a CPA, you don't have an accountant that, gets this thing done. The treasurer is your auntie or your sister or your nephew or whatever it's called. She's uneducated. She doesn't even know how to collect that money, because we found out that some people actually wired as much as $15,000 one time to your personal account for the defense fund. And you are saying, that's from the United States, and you are saying that United States only donated $2,000.
Wow.
The funny thing, the thing that drives me crazy is that when that auntie comes on air without her voice, she start calling Chukwuka Biama. That God, their leader is with Chukwuka Biama. That we should know that Biafra struggle is a spiritual thing. It's spiritual when you cannot go and mix your you cannot go to UN. You cannot acquire not the spiritual. This is the method they've been using to kill us all along.
It's the same religion. Remember, it's the same religion that this sentiment that kept us where we are today. While we should be creating jobs, we are busy fueling Adiboye's jets. While we should be building our communities, we are busy giving to Ken Konya Awusa, that Awusa guy in a church. We are busy giving to him. Suleiman is a busy man. He's busy sleeping with all the girls he can get his hands on. Not that one. He's not serious. There's another elderly gentleman. So we are busy fueling him. Can I be a male crusade whenever he feels like? So, and we're saying enough of this religious BS.
When you finish now, our own dear brother came. He said, all right, if people use Jesus Christ, I'm going to make my own more classy. I'll use Judaism and Elohim. That will
So we just want people to receive sense, really, at the end of it. We just want you to receive sense. You cannot be part of an association, organization, or whatever you want to call it, that you cannot ask questions. You deserve the right to ask questions. You reserve the right to say, hey, does this thing make sense? Can you guys explain it to me more? And that's how it works here in America. If not, you just hold on to your cash and remove yourself from it. It's just that simple. So we don't want to be bamboozled anymore. Our communities are suffering. Look at this point in time. They shared all the things they shared at the zoo. EU gave them 20 billion. This person gave them 20 billion. This person, but none of them translated down to our place. So we don't want to be using our money frivolously, whereas we can use it to help our people. Let's invest in our community. Let us start from where we are. Let us start from where we are. while we are waiting for this, our self-determination to come to fruition. We should not be spending our money unnecessarily, whether it's on data. And we keep elementing. Go on YouTube and see how this world. Go to Ghana YouTube and learn how this world is being run. And people running this world, where they started from. All those information is there. You may not, just whatever that comes to your mind. If you want to know about, let's say, the richest man in America, go and type it on YouTube. You begin to give you names about people that made money in US, or the leaders, however way you want to do it. We just want you guys to begin to reason very well, because this nation will soon be upon us. And those of you on Facebook thinking you're going to arrest me, I will arrest you. So unless this thing is done right, it is better for all of us. So in that case, you know you will not trample on my right, and I will not trample on your right. If not, if you think you can be an online country harassing people, when I come, I will be a real country and I will arrest you and do whatever I want to do with you. Nobody will come for you. That's how it is at the zoo country now. Nobody will come for you. Anybody can come and arrest you as long as they have money better than you or know people in the higher places. They will come and arrest you. That's not the nation we are building. We want a nation where, whether you're a poor man, you're a bicycle driver, or in Aquabaro, that you should be able to have the right. The same person, not a mansion owner.
Yes.
And that's the country you should be fighting for. No country, if I don't agree with your organization, I cannot come back and you're going to kill me. You don't want that kind of country. How about if I come back and I'm bigger than you? What are you going to do then? If you want that kind of country. So that means I can arrest your whole village and nothing will happen. Is that what we are looking for? No. We want a country where every life matters. Every life will matter to us. Every one of them will matter to us, no matter whether they are cleaning toilet or whatever. Just like Americans will do. You have the same right that I will have. So please don't get it twisted. Don't be online calling people names and doing all kinds of stuff, thinking you can get away with it. No. We may be women. You see us here looking simple. I have enough money to arrest a whole village if I want to, by the way. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Don't sit on the line because I'm not doing like your brother in Finland. I'm not showing you my big house and my big cars and my big bank account. You think you can? Do I look like your village girl?
I wonder.
Don't go there, people. Don't let whoever tell you to go and be insulting people. We're not here to show you wealth. We are here. We are mothers. We want to make sure our children finishes school and they get a job. We want them to be marrying before they are 30 years of age. We don't want anybody burned down because, they will rape somebody, they sleep somebody. Why is the man raping a 10-year-old? Because he's probably 50. He can never find a woman. We want a job created for everyone. We want an environment conducive for everyone. We want you to have a right just like I have a right. We want you to use your brain just like I use your brain. We want you to care for your family just like I care for my family. I don't want to be the only person that will decide when you can breathe and when you can care for your family. No. That's not right. That's not right. Tyranny. That is not right. So don't be supporting evil. Don't be supporting evil. Don't give your right to any one man or any one woman. Use your right for your family. Use your right to do the right thing. Use your right to ask questions. Use your right to find out what is going to work for you. Don't use it to insult people.
And when somebody tells you that he did something, ask him when, how, where. And then you go.
Provide evidence. Provide evidence of the work.
Lower Niger Delta had everything dated. They have everything dated. So when you ask this guy, it just goes and types some figures. And if I even give you the bank statement.
No, forget that guy. That guy is a dead man. Just forget him. If you want to spoil your day, mention.
All right, sisters. So let's ask them to start taking calls, right?
Okay.
So while we are talking, it's okay to call in now. We have our numbers posted. We have our WhatsApp number as well as our phone number. You can call in and give us your 2 cents into this. I know a lot of you are whatever. We don't bite. We just don't want. We want to reason together. You don't come here to call anybody a show because your mama and your sisters and your daughter, they're their show that you're talking about. So we are not all about that. If you want to learn, you want to ask questions, we'll answer your questions if it's convenient for us, if it makes sense. If not, you don't get to come here and call anybody any names. So here is the phone time for you to call in. Sisters, go ahead.
Yeah, and for you to see that these things follow protocol, like there's like in so dates, like all the dates we are listing. They went to Washington, met with them, went with people, they finished. Washington said they painted the picture that is Christian too. and they went with the Christians being killed, the one that the child was kidnapped, they went with them. First-hand information, not they say. And we're telling them it's not what you go to radio and be shouting. It's something you will go and sit down on the table and discuss like a human being, not a tout. Dress up properly and go to negotiating table and discuss. And when they finish, they painted that picture. By August, America already sent UN, say, okay, go to Nigeria and verify what was done. And then before then, they invited Vice President to come and, like, look at what was presented here. Come and talk about it. He came and denied it. That's when Pence told him you're a liar. They now sent their team of UN, say, come and do this. And they came. You see something following one after the other this month, 2 months, the next month, the next month. You see something is following a particular order. And when they finish that one, they put Nigeria in special watch list. If they call, let me know.
Go ahead.
So with dates and everything, and all these things are in public domain. They're not hidden.
Sister Muna, can you call out the number? Some people want the number, please.
Oh, okay. Can
you call out the number or tag it somehow? Yeah. They want to make a call. I've been getting messages for call number.
You can call it out.
Call it out or tag it.
It's +1 281 634 7283. +1 for the WhatsApp number 281 634 7283, and the phone number for regular phone is +1 774 338 0942 774 338 0942. Okay.
But this is not what somebody will take credit for. It doesn't even make sense, because you will see there are dates, there are human beings that were met, there are people that traveled, everything is not hidden. Pictures are there, videos, everything is there. Your own meeting is under the bed. Who are you deceiving? So our people, don't allow yourself to be bamboozled. There's really no need for that. There's no need for that, because work is going on. Is that call coming now?
No, it's not. Go ahead.
And then the work that is going on will continue. You see, the essence of the constitutional force majeure that my sister mentioned is that, like we told you, that all these people have already done their solemn assembly. So they will not bring it together in that constitutional force. So now officially, this whole alliance that we are talking about will now bring it down, the constitution. And once they do that, it gives the third party the international imperative, the people that they've been talking to at the international level. It gives them it opens door for them to come in, so that if anything should happen, it will be man and man. It should not be man and boy. It will be, so this is how things are done. Because we have lost people before, over 3.5 million in 3 years, 1967-70. We don't want to go that route. Where we go and do something. Is there a call coming in, please?
Yes, sister, go ahead.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning, my sisters.
Good morning.
I thank you for your wonderful job.
Thank you, my sister. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is your sister, Miss Uchewan, calling you from United States.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What's your contribution this morning?
I'm very impressed with the expose of the tyrant Nnamdi Kanu that has collected the brain of our people. Our people that don't want to use their brain. Our people that have decided not to ask questions. Our people that have decided to be behaving like sheep. But Igbo people are not supposed to be behaving like that. We Igbos, we are supposed to ask questions. We don't follow people sheepishly. We don't follow people like fools. We don't follow people that have no evidence of what they are doing. You know how they said it's walking the walk, babu the top. How long is that baboon, that hot spot, going to keep chopping and chopping with his family? And he will come and tell us that his parents died for Biafra. Died for Biafra and food. He brought death into his family. And what happened? They died. But some will call it nemesis. Because we lost so many people. We lost so many fathers. We lost daughters. We lost some mothers. We lost a lot of sons. Are they not human beings? Of course they are human beings. But all he does is to make noise. My parents died for Biafra. I don't want children with their name. This time around, your evil will be brought out. Because all you do is to collect money. Collect and collect and collect and collect. And you have nothing to show for it. To pretend as if you have no connection with the Nigerian politicians. But yes, you do. You have with so many of them. Even the Anambra State governor. Who is the spiritual father of one of your children? Or you think we don't know? Even the money that you have been collecting. Aju Okalo was busy trooping to your house. And you think we are stupid? No, we are not stupid. Even the money you collected during the presidential election, and then you came out and said it was sign and seal. Sign and seal my food. What was sign and seal? Did you ever come out to tell us what was sign and seal? And yet your useless followers are busy following you with that question. Every day referendum. Every day bring money for transmitter. And when you ask questions, they will never use saboteur. Can you hear that in people? Can you hear that on the people? Can you hear that in people? What is wrong with us? Can I hear that? We must start to use our brain. You have a lot of questions to answer, but you know what? We don't care this time around because we can do without you. The only thing that we have to be doing now is to be saying the truth so that people will know that you are doing nothing. You said you came to America that you met this person. You didn't meet anybody. You only met a bunch of evil people, bunch of evil lunatics that doesn't want to use their brain to think. You were busy moving from state to state, collecting money. People were spending their money on you. That was all you did. You did not meet anybody in the United States. Challenge me and show me who you met. You went to the UN, hanging around the UN, taking pictures with your brother and your useless followers. Who did you meet in UN? Who did you meet in UN? Thousands of money that has been contributing for you, you have nothing to show. You have nothing to show rather than feeding fast with your family. Traveling on first class. First class, oh. Traveling on first class. You must be brought down. You must be brought down. Because your game is over. Your useless game is over. Your time of lies and deceit. You go to the bar and you eat and drink with the useless politicians. Your useless game is over. Because there are people who have been following you proper to proper and they know all your lies. I see all your useless followers here commenting rubbish because they don't want to use their brain. Can you hear me, woman? You are busy training your boys to become criminals, threatening people's lives. Whenever somebody says the truth, all they do is come out here and threaten them. I will come after you. I will kill you. I will do this. Is that the kind of Biafra that you want to bring for us? Hell no. We don't want that kind of Biafra from you. You said you're looking for Biafra, but you have no respect for the Icho people. You have no respect for the Shekiri people. You have no respect for the Cross River people. You have no respect for the River State people. You have no respect for the other territories that make up the Biafra land. When they look at the IPOB leadership, it's all full of Igbo. And you come out there and you tell them that they are all Biafra. Who are you deceiving? We don't want that kind of Biafra. Because all we're seeing there is command and control. I got from frying pan to fire. If we allow you to continue with what you're doing, even though we know that you are not going to get us anything, all you're doing is feeding us fat, collecting money with your cousin that useless animal in Germany.
Sister Randolph, we have another caller, please.
So we have to say things the way they are. The truth must continue to come out, and the truth has started to come out. So anybody that is abusing this woman, just bear one thing in mind: you are abusing your mother, whether dead or alive. I have finished.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much for your phone call. Like I said, we are here to say your mind. You don't get to abuse anyone. You say your mind, and then that's it. And then we'll move on to the next person. A caller that just got missed. This is a good time to call. Try not to call when another person is online. Okay, all right. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay, caller, your name and where you're calling from. Please mute your phone. Mute your radio, your Facebook.
All right. My name is Ohamadike. I'm calling from Indonesia.
Hi, Ohamadike.
I want to comment on the last woman that just spoke.
Okay.
Both the woman and all of you are a bunch of prostitutes.
Okay. All right. So there he goes with the name calling. That's what we're telling them, that we are not going to tolerate that. It's your opinion, just like your mother is a prostitute. That's how you ended up in Indonesia, as a prostitute. So we've moved on past that.
Probably the wife he has over there is
a prostitute
to make
too.
Money for him.
That's what they do. They marry
And the daughter is yet to give back to. It's also a prostitute. So no wahala. Let's continue.
We're trying to give them a better life, but they say prostitution is the type of life they want to live.
Yeah. Soon they will lock them up and go to a death sentence. Isn't that what all of them have on themselves? Please.
Prostitute is what Nnamdi Kanu taught them to say.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. You call your women prostitutes, you call your men saboteurs, you denigrate our personalities, and you say you're going to get us freedom?
And you want to go to war.
And
Don't think you're calling those names. You want us to follow you to war.
Meanwhile, you are the prostitute. You are the one sleeping with underage girls. You are the one sleeping with married women. You are the one having wives up and down. There's one in Ghana, one in Kenya, one every country you go to, you deposit. Mr. Depositor. And you're here calling educated and enlightened women like us prostitutes? Gosh.
We've moved past that. Prostitute, I can hear with a t-shirt, prostitute, I show on the back and get another one on the forehead. Please, we've
I saw the
done
one that got him from prostitution.
Of course, that's why he knows the word.
And these are the things we are saying, that we have lost our value. In our culture, our women are like carried in a particular way. You don't talk them anyhow in public. You don't address them anyhow. That's our culture, So these vagabonds that they
vagabonds indeed.
They are roaming everywhere in the world, causing menace up and down.
My dear, the world is dealing with them. If I tell you how many of our people on our Asian countries' prison system, you will be marveled. Unaccounted for. Yeah. So I got barrier for using that word. You will not make it into that Biafra you're looking for. You will disappear before you know it. Nonsense. Anyway, call us if you want to make your contributions. If you want to say what's on your mind, no name calling. State the facts. State the facts. That's all you have to do. Or what is your facts?
You need to learn to discuss issues. And that's why when they marry, they can't discuss with their wives. When the woman says something, they'll start beating her like a panel, like who gave you mouth to talk? So they'll start beating her. They say, how dare you talk? And because they don't know how to talk.
Nobody should be beating anybody in 2020. My sisters, all you have to do, get one wrapper, put stone in it. Any day he comes near you, go under the bed and bring that stone and swing it towards his head. And Okwabu, you will not have any more problems. Caller and your name and where you're calling from.
Press 1 to send a voicemail.
Yes, caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Obi, and I'm calling from Mexico.
Good day, Obi.
My sisters, first and foremost, I want to tell you people that you're doing very, very well. I like what you're doing and how you're exposing the truth. In fact, it saddens my heart when an Igbo man, somebody who claims to be an Igbo, to come to a platform to call people like you prostitutes. What does that mean? What does that tell about us? It's really painful. In fact, I couldn't hear you that I was listening to you people to that guy told me. I thought that he was going to say something that is going to move the struggle forward. All he came there to do to say that you look like are prostitutes. Shame on him. Very shame on him. In fact, that is okay, let me put it in Igbo. And this is a very fundamental problem. I got church, I make the church. Monday to Sunday, you go now. You don't ask yourself, what are our people gaining from it? Nothing.
Nothing.
Practically nothing. It's a very, very fundamental problem. Please, don't mind. He has exposed himself as a stupid person for him to come to a platform like this and to use such words. Anyway, by their fruits we shall know them.
He said,
about the same, please do not be tired. Continue.
Oh no, my brother, the lives of our children depend on this. So the lives of our children depend on this liberation that we are looking for. So they don't even get to.
It's a fundamental problem. It's a fundamental problem. We don't have an ideology. We don't have a structure. We don't have a system. This is one of the. This is the effect of the if somebody can come out and to take a phone and to call the elders, there is no value anymore. We have lost everything. Unless we try to build from the scratch. I don't know where we're heading. But all the same, I encourage you people and I say that we should continue. Do not be deterred because a lot of people that is how we are the peak of bringing down what is not right.
Right.
And this is the final part. And I know that we are going to emerge victorious. Thanks.
Thank you, my brother.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you. So you can call us, like I said, we don't, it's not like thank you, our brother, for praising and all that stuff. Just state the fact we are good, state the fact, no name callings. If it's, this is the time for you to have a superior argument. It's not a time for you to just use what, oh, I forgot you can't speak English. So the only thing you got to say prostitute. This is the time to engage us in a conversation.
Exactly. Come and let's talk.
So come and let's talk. Evidence speaks volume. We need evidence. If you have done the work, show us the evidence, and then we'll move past that.
Our real men honor their women. That's what it is.
Yeah, they want to build a nation where they can call you prostitute and all this. Call you prostitute because that's the only thing they can do. And we are taking our nation back. We are taking our nation back from Umwe Kwensu. We are taking it back. You don't get to do that. You
don't get to drink.
No, your time is up. Your time is up. We kept quiet for you guys to get it right, and you refuse. Your time is up.
It's up.
Sister Muna, can you check the Facebook? I don't know if we've been cut off.
No.
Can you check and see if we're still on live on Facebook, please?
We are.
Yeah, we are. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Can you share and reshare, please? It's not for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But go ahead.
Okay. So it's still on, my dear. Yeah, so as we are saying, there's no way for us to build a nation where you will not have a divergent opinion. There's no way you have a nation where you will not say how you feel and somebody will take you down. So why are you hiding in Indonesia? You can bring a Sharia law. So that when you call your mother a prostitute, they will cut off your penis. That's what you should have been doing. Then when we want to fix our own line, called it conducive for our own people, then you want to come and bring tyrant into it. You don't get to do that anymore. We are taking back what you guys have stolen from us.
It's over.
We are taking it back.
End of the road. The whether we get it right or we get it right.
Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Call out your name and where you're calling from. Hello? Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm John from Hungary.
Ndewo Mazi John from Hungary. Go ahead.
Yeah, from Hungary. First, I'm so pleased what you are doing.
Go ahead. What's your contribution, Mazi?
Yeah, I want to just say one thing about what the woman just said before.
Yeah.
About the doing this or this.
Mm.
I just want to ask one question. What that woman have you done to do something for
She used to be, that woman used to be a former coordinator in Philadelphia. And when I came into IPOB.
Now, I just want to ask one question.
Okay.
What has she been doing to free other women down home there, not in America? What has she been doing?
Okay, listen now. If you ask question, let's answer you. You asked a question. Can we answer?
Okay, let's Sister Ekwi answer. Okay, go ahead. Sister Ekwi, go ahead.
So as we are saying,
What have you done?
Okay, Mazi John.
What have you done?
Mazi John.
She's
Mazi John, she's trying to answer you, okay? Hold on.
It's a nation we will be together. It's not what have you done, what shall you done. That's not the topic. The topic is what are we going to do? All of us. You do your own, I do my own. We will build the nation that we want to build. This is not, hello, Mr. Man, can you listen? Listen.
He's not, can you cut him off? He is one of those miscreants.
Can you listen, Mr. Man?
Okay, my dear, answer. So go ahead and answer him. Give him the answer.
So we have passed the stage where somebody will say, what have you done? What have you not done? Ojukwu fought for Biafra and he used his father's money to fight. Even after that, Ojukwu did not claim Biafra as his own. He never did. All of us, our families, our fathers fought for Biafra, our brothers, everybody went to war. So Biafra is a name for all of us. It's so dear to us. We shared, we bled for Biafra. And we're ready to build the type of nation we want, not somebody's own. So please don't call and say, what have you done? What have you not done?
Has he been able to ask his Supremo what his Supremo has done?
No, but he's not asking
command and control.
He's making noise on radio. That's
He's just making noise on radio.
Okay, sister, we have another call. Sister Augusta, we have another call. Hold on.
All right.
Call out your name and where you're calling
Hello?
from. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Switzerland.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
Biko, unu na-agbalị ụmụ nwanyị. I'm very grateful n'ihe unu na-eme. Ọ dị interesting. But ọ bụrụ na unu sị ka abata ebe ahụ na-ekwu eziokwu, unu nwee ike kwurukwa n'eziokwu, because that caller kpọrọ that woman kpọrọ unu hụrụ mgbe ọ na-eme Nnamdi insult. And unu kwuru that nobody should insult anybody. But the woman placed a call. Unu hụrụ the name calling Okpoga Nnamdi Kalu, and you people did not say anything.
Okay. You're right, my brother.
Everything she wants to say, let her say it.
Okay.
I'm not to insult anybody.
Correction taken. Thank you. Correction taken. Yeah.
I cannot. Over my dead body. If no useless. You know, but wherever you were not answer the question, you was there. And then men didn't insult. You know, I should stop that. You have the which means now only check as
okay, you're right. Correction taken. So no name calling. Somebody else is calling.
call from.
Caller, hold on, okay?
There is no problem.
My brother, yeah, we've taken.
Can you tell us what we are presenting? Please?
Okay, what I presented today. Actually, let the call focus on what we presented. But correction taken. Thank you so much. Okay.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. Caller, please mute your phone. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. I'm from Brazil.
Yes, Maz.
Yes.
Okay. Kama akụnwụrụ ajụjụ m tụọla m tutu ndị anyị nwere ike ime nwụsa Biafra ọnwa ịkpaka ụka na ndị anyị nwere ike ime nwụsa Biafra ọ ya bụ the most important thing.
Thank you, Maz.
Nnamdi Kanu o nwere ike Nnamdi Kanu amaghị ele eji ekwu. Nnamdi may not know how to talk, and nobody is a master of everything, right? All we are believing is for us to have our own country, our own home.
Yes.
If it's not doing well, other people can come up. Nobody is happy over what is happening.
Yes.
Everybody have the way they talk. I have the way I talk. You have the way you talk. So all we need to do is to make sure that we put our efforts together and see what we can do. Now that the women have started coming out, I believe other women will follow. And let's get idea. What can we do? The woman call and say, "Man, they can't move around America. I joined first class." As a matter of fact,
my brother, up on it because of here, up on it because of
I fly first class, I fly economy.
My dear.
So that one had big case we are discussing now.
No.
My contribution to you people is this: only one.
Okay.
Let us channel our effort, create something. I believe there are women that have the same vision you have.
Right.
And I believe that our fathers Ojuku fight the war. Not only him, I lost my uncles during the war. I am 55 years of age. I am not happy being in Brazil, trying to learn people's language and do business.
Right.
I believe that one day we can go home. I'm just pleading with all of you. Let's channel our energy. No name calling, as we said earlier. Have girls. I have like 5 girls. I wouldn't want any person to call any of my girls prostitute. Neither any person call my mother prostitute. I will go out to fight you.
Yes, thank you.
And that is why I love what you are doing. Please, let's just channel our energy and see what we can do. I love what you are doing. I cannot say I don't like it. Anything we can do, all I know is that let what we are looking for come to pass. Look at Amazonia. Amazonia people, they have started getting their own. Maybe by next month, Amazonia will be free.
Yes.
And those Amazonians is the same Biafran people they cut out and give Cameroon.
Right.
They are free.
Right.
Why can't us be free? I pray that we must be free. I love what you are doing. Keep it on. God bless you. Real good. And all that. Let's just be civil.
Thank you,
so
watching
a lot of people will join this movement.
Thank you.
You know, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
From Brazil. Bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You know, we usually start off this show wanting to do the right thing, and these people group will come and start calling names and distracting us. So I think, sisters, we have to do a better job in just ignoring these name callers. I've been, if not anything, I've been banning them and removing them from this platform so we can focus on what matters. Because how get Anya upset with the name callings and distract us from what we actually here to do. Our brother asked a very wonderful question, you know. So I hope you were, I don't know when you joined us, our brother from Brazil, but we made a presentation now to show the timeline of what has been done and what is left for us to get where we're doing. If you recall in the show, we mentioned that while the Cameroonians, they called, was it before us or after the Cameroonians that we were called, that they went and presented the...
I think they went before us, then we came a few months after.
So what is going on? We just don't want people to be blackmailing each other. When you see your brother doing a good job, you come and blackmail them, remove them, destroy them. When you see other things happening, you be taking credit for something that you did not do. That's all we are asking. And I do appreciate our brother so much for, you know, for the calling. And we're here to do the thing that we don't want to be the tyrant people that don't listen to instructions. We're here to do the right thing. We're going to be honest. Please state the facts when you call, no name calling, don't be distracted so that we can actually be constructive in what we're doing. Thank you.
And that's what we're saying. You know, it's like if you are doing something and there's an aspect of it that is not right, you call it out to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
We said that the name calling that some people are calling our people on their radio programs is no more okay for us women. We will not tolerate it anymore. You call a man that is gathering his own Ijaw people, because like we told you people, we have formed alliance, our neighbors. It took years to form this alliance, 6 years to gather all the region. Then somebody that is prominent in a particular region, you call him a pig. So let's be honest to ourselves. And this is why we are here. That thing that got bad from head has to be fixed. So you cannot condone somebody calling another person pig, and then when the person's name is called, you start defending him. We say we don't want to do that anymore. If you call people names, then they will call you names. Exactly. And we are saying we don't want all those name callings anymore. We want to be constructive. Remove the thing that is wasting our time. We have wasted 7 years already. In 7 years, people were going up and down shouting at people. In 7 years, we have used to get what we want. Go ahead. Zeko, come in.
Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Yes, please.
Good evening.
Yes, can you turn off your radio? I mean, your Facebook. We're hearing ourselves in the background. Thank you.
All right. My name is Igu Chukwudi. I'm calling from the Republic of Togo. It's a pleasure hearing from you people. But there is something I just want to contribute a little bit. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mona Chinso, you have been a wonderful lady that I so much appreciate during the time that Madam Nandikano came to host in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. And I was very happy to see a role that you played, which, energized a lot of us that are weak in following Biafran struggle. You see, what I want to say is this. There is no need of abusive words, using abusive words to anyone. If you are focusing on what you want to achieve, I think that is the best thing. Let Nandekano and IPOP group alone. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So that you can focus on the mission you people know best. This is a struggle. Nobody's perfect. So that is my contribution. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Maza.
So you see, what is good for the Uganda is good for what is good for the Greece is good for the Uganda. We are saying people should stop calling our people names in their radio broadcast, because we have prominent people that want to help us in this struggle. By the time you tag them armed robbers, tag them scammers, tag them thieves, you are delaying what we are doing. And we said you have delayed us for 7 years already. We don't want that delay anymore. So people that are saying don't call name, please tell your master to stop calling the people that are working for our people names.
How would they be able to tell their master, Sister Queen, how would they be able to tell their master when it is command and control? You cannot hear from below. So the people that are calling, please, I'm getting a little bit emotional.
You see, our people cannot discuss issues. Our people cannot discuss issues. Have you seen how sad it is? Our men cannot discuss issues.
We have presented something here. Nobody has even called one time to
talk about it. Exactly.
One man.
Exactly. So if you are busy trying to praise Nnamdi Kanu, you all are trying to cover for him. Do not cover for him. We don't need anybody covering for him. He called us idiots, scammers, and prostitutes. He did. And that is my anger with him. So if after all we did for him, and he could call us that, how do you expect us to feel when he goes about calling people that are helping? People that have actually put their money so much in this struggle. He's calling them scammers. People that have the brain to actually help him. He's calling them scammers. And you guys did not shut him up. Now you are calling out a woman that she was a former coordinator. As money she invested in this program, if she tells you, you would marvel. of which Nnamdi is not giving account for. So we need to tell the truth. Right now, we are talking about what has been done in the past, what LNC has done in the past. And Nnamdi is taking credit for what he did not do. And you are saying we should not focus on that. We have to call, the truth is what we are here all about. We have to call him out if he's taking credit for what he did not do. He's taking credit for the UN envoy, the US envoy to Nigeria. And he didn't do that. So we need to call him out.
So the most important thing is that we have 2 more boxes left to referendum and self-determination. If we can focus that or focus on that as well, we are going to, Sitepi, how do we channel them to that information? Are you able to put in the Facebook? Or...
No, I couldn't download it, but maybe after the program, I don't know if I'll be able to pin it there. I thought that
is it on the website?
Yeah, it's in their website.
Can you put in the website too? Can you add their website so that if someone wants to go and actually look at that strategy, the boxes, you can look to see what has been done and where we are, so that we can refocus our energy on what was. We don't want to waste any more time. Any day we do not get our self-determination, it's another day for our brothers and sisters to die. It's another day for them to sit somewhere in Indonesia and call you prostitute. It's another day for people to be doing all kinds of things that they shouldn't be doing. So we are interested in our people getting their freedom so that we can go where we are going and get there fast.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 9.
Yes, Maz, yeah, mute your distance. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Maz, go ahead.
Okay, I'm from Brazil. As I said earlier, let's forget about whatever thing. They can call any person names. They have their issues behind the scene. We don't know that. Everybody have their issue behind the scene. But I want, I'm not there for an era. Two people know they mad at the same time. These people are already mad. Our ladies not join issue with them. You are more intelligent. The way I listen to you, you are more intelligent, more educated. Even if they want to call whatever thing they want to call, let's channel back our issue to what you are showing us there. Let's know how many steps away we have.
Right.
Yes.
Any person that brings the Jeff, if there are some people, we are Igbos. They not like he take glory in the other. They not like the one maybe all we are doing. Our cities have been surrounded already,
right,
by all these henchmen. Calling us these people meet somewhere. There is things that transpire between them. They know what they are doing. But you people now that know what you are doing, people are listening to you. In reply, you know, you will be delaying what you are about to present to us. When they call like that and talk all their nonsense, my sister, my sister, don't be angry with any person that call. That is normal thing. When you are presenting something, people will be angry with. Don't be emotional. Don't be too emotional and say what you couldn't say. I know. Let's be civil. I'm listening to your discussion. I have sent your listening to some of our boys here to listen to you. Please, I'm begging of everybody that is struggling for this. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, Mazi. Okay, Chuku, thank you.
Mazi.
This brother and I is making me fall in love with him. Mazi, thank you so much. So you're right. Okay, go ahead, sister.
In summary, what we are saying is that because when we're saying that we need to say some things, is that this alliance is important to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want our people to understand. That this alliance is important for us to move forward. People are asking, what can we do to move forward? Whether you are going to war, whether you are going to legal system, you need to form this alliance. Now the alliance has been formed, but people are using their mouth to spoil it, to scatter it, so that the agreement that we have is being destroyed. And we're telling you that it has delayed us. This attitude has delayed us for 7 years. And we are saying that we have been surrounded. We don't want to go to war where we are the little one here. We want to go to war where we are part of this white place if we need to go to war. We want to go to war if we need to go when our neighbors are in agreement with us and they have alliance. They are our allies. They are ready to fight on our side. That's why we say, stop insulting Yorubas. Stop insulting Ijos. Stop insulting the Igbo people. Stop insulting Middle Belt. Stop calling them names. Stop it. Those that want to move forward, that is how to move forward. Because this alliance has already been formed. And we said that we have 2 steps left. Constitutional force majeure. And this thing, that thing will be done with this alliance. It's not what we do alone. That is alone. Everybody has done their own 1-1. Each federating block, they have done their own 1-1. So where we are now is to bring everything together. And once that is done, the next thing is to have a transitional government. The transitional government will supervise our referendum, will supervise the division of assets and liabilities. And they will also have a scheme that will guarantee the safety of our properties in non-Biafra and non-regions that are not our own region. There's a scheme as part of this program, as part of this plan here. This scheme that we showed you here, as part of it, that is all part of it. So the noise you're making and calling our neighbors names is spoiling this thing that we're doing. We have been surrounded, agreed. But if you are surrounded and you are calling your neighbors names, then you will be wiped out. And we don't want that. So we need collaboration. We need cohesion. Tell those that are calling names to stop. That's the way forward.
To accept, press 1.
Okay. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Hello, caller. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Okay, our caller is not here. Yes, so my brothers and sisters, we are almost getting to the end of the tunnel. That's all we're trying to get you guys to understand. This is the time for cohesion. This is time for alliance. This is time to for us to conjoin with those that will help us to get out of this cage. A brother described it very well. He said like it's like a cage where you have 8 people inside and you guys have been stuck and you want to get out by yourself. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Press 1.
Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Boss. I'm calling from Sweden.
Hi, Mazi Boss.
Hello, are you getting me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Sweden. Yeah, I just want to say, like, what you guys are doing is really good. I mean, like, it's okay. But there's something I'm thinking, like 2 people can never be right or at the same time. If you think that Nnamdi Kanu is making
Maz, we have passed that stage. Let's not go back, okay?
This is not about Nnamdi Kanu, please.
So
this program
let's
is
talk
about
let's talk about our alliance.
Presented schemes for you.
Our brothers, no. Our brothers have already called. Our brothers have already called. Okay. That's fine. Simple instruction they cannot follow.
Please
they
follow
can't
the
come up with
instruction.
any idea.
We're
They
here
can't
to
do
discuss
anything.
issues.
We're saying let's move forward. And he still, that's the problem we have. They will never move forward. We've taken the correction, no name calling, stay the fact, let's move on. And what we're saying from the fact is that some people are on their radio from the fact making noise, and we're saying that it's delaying what we're trying to do. And it's a fact because we need that alliance. Like I said, it's like 8 people in a box and they're trying to get out. And then the key is there is no way I'm going to let you out if you're not going to let me out. They will definitely pull you down. So we definitely need this alliance in order to get ourselves out of the cage that we find ourselves in. So don't get it misconstrued. Forget about it. You guys can sit over there and make your noise and all that stuff. It's fine. Let's do what works. While you're making your noise, don't call anybody names. Just do whatever you need to do. Don't make anyone think that we are not part of this alliance, because with this alliance, which is internal cohesion, that the so-called UN you guys are calling about, will help us to get out of that place. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Mr. Onyeka calling from UK, yeah?
Maz Onyeka, good day.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm Mr. Onyeka calling from UK. I've been listening to your...
Maz, can you turn off your this thing with, I can hear myself. Can you turn off your radio or whatever your listening device?
Oh,
I'm still hearing myself. Thank you.
All right. So I said, Mr. Onyeka, yeah?
Yes.
I'm calling from UK, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to your conversation. I think I just need to chip in one or two things. As a matter of fact, I would say that you ladies are doing something good. I agree with you, right? But I still have to, I want to understand the point where you people are coming from. Under what platform are you doing what you're doing?
Okay.
And what the progress you people said you have made already.
Okay, sister, go ahead.
So we are working with UN stipulated protocol. UN gave a protocol. It's called UN Declaration for Indigenous Peoples' Rights, United Nations. And they said that people that want freedom, want independence, it's called independence, that they will follow this particular protocol. So we are working with UN protocol to get ourselves free. And part of that protocol, which is public, if you go to UN website, you see it, they said that the indigenous persons, the indigenous people, they will have to work with their neighbors. They will work in line with their neighbors to reach a kind of cohesion before they present themselves to UN. Because
for self-determination,
yes. Yes. Where your right stops is where my right begins.
Try to cut you short. I've been listening to your arguments and the contributions of others. What I want to say in effect is this, yeah? Hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, we are listening.
Yeah, what I want to say in effect is this. I think the whole issue has boiled down to Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want us to so much dwell on that. Nnamdi Kanu has done marvelously well. As a matter of fact, he has done marvelously well in his own way of making sure that Biafra is actualized. I wouldn't say I'm part of his struggle, but I commend his struggle because he's been very straightforward in what he's been doing.
So why haven't you joined, Maz?
The efforts you people are putting through. I would rather want you to channel your effort together, not castigating one person or the other. These people we are calling that they are our collaborators and all this or that. Are they really there?
Maz, but that's the same problem we have with black people. So you are marveled at what he has been doing, but you have not joined. Do you see how you don't even get to talk anymore? You like what he's doing, but you have not joined. You just told on yourself. We said we passed the stage of we said we passed the stage. We don't want this show to be, we don't want this to be about Nnamdi Kanu. We want this show to be about what we presented. You see, do you see how deceiving our people can be? He said he'd been marveling at what he's doing, but where are you men that have been marveling? Why have you not joined the process to make things better? Is to sit around in the comfort of your own home and be watching all movie, right? All movie to be watching and joining. Our African men are gone. Women wake up and walk on your. You can count them by your fingers. Their reasoning capacity is gone. Because that's all they've been doing. That's why we all live in America. We are comfortable. We are talking about self-determination at home. People don't care. They're having parties Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thank God for COVID. They are no longer having parties. This is the same game your people are playing. You will tell this your brothers and sisters in diaspora, let's go and form a political action committee group that Indian communities are using, Chinese communities are using to propagate the agendas of their people. They will not join. They will rather join people's club so that I will tell each other, they would rather join a Senate club so they can be order. This is all they do here. They will not stand for anything. And then when the stuff come out, so you want to come and educate us that have been with him about what he's doing. But all along, you're on the side watching. We keep saying, you guys don't want to open this kind of worm. We're saying, now let's move on. And people keep calling. We have made some presentation. You don't want to focus on that. For the last 3 calls, you keep wanting to go there. And then when we say, you guys will say, focus on this, focus on that. But you're the one that keeps bringing it up. You're the one that is on the thing, calling us name. You're the one that is doing all these things. And then when the truth starts coming out, you can't handle it. Now we're saying, let's focus on what we're saying so we can conclude here. And your African brain is still, it can't wrap itself around it.
No. They're enjoying making noise. To him, that noise they're making is what is productive. And we're telling you that there's no amount of noise that you are making that will take you anywhere. That what you have done for 7 years is equal to 0. It is not anything. It's like you're solving mathematics and you solve 2 pages and you did not use the formula given for that particular maths. The answer you will get is 0. 0%. 0%. Because you did not use the formula for it. That's what we're trying to tell you. UN has a formula for independence. You where you start is to go to UN, go to their website, look for the paper that is there. It has about 46 articles. Sit down, sit your butt down. Go through the 46 articles, then your brain will begin to align, then you begin to understand what you expected to do. It's only when you have done that, you now know who is doing the right thing and who is doing the wrong thing. If you have not done that, you do not have a topic. You don't have anything to say.
And if they cannot read due to so much grammar in those 46 articles, they can go back to our previous shows where we explain each article by article, what needed to be done. So they can go back and listen. We've already explained the UNDRID, the UN Declaration of the Rights of the Indigenous Peoples. We have done that already. So if you cannot read because probably the grammar is too much, go back to, we have 2 videos designated for that, part 1, part 2. Listen to those and you will see how the articles were being read and explained.
My dear, it is a no-brainer. The same thing that is holding us down. Why people say that if you want to trap a white man, put stuff in a writing, they will never go and read it. They will sit there and lie to themselves. They will sit there and make noise. They will sit there and be emotional. You guys are being emotional, but they don't care about emotion. According to them, you're not even a human being. You don't even exist. And we're telling you that let's follow the legal pathway. South Africans did it. Remember this thing that we're doing? Do we think about how many people that were killed in South Africa when they're doing this appetite, doing all these things they were doing? And all they had to do all along was follow the legal process to bring down the constitution that was holding them down.
And we told them that thing happened in Namibia. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Now let it be like it's in the past. Now that in their eye, they're going to see what is going to happen in Southern Cameroon. Already, they've told them, withdraw your military. This is what is supposed to be done. When we get it right, you don't need to fight the military that is on fire.
You don't need to be photoshopping and lying to yourself.
They will just be told, move your ammunition away from our territory. It's as simple as that. They will give them either 48 hours or 24 hours. They will give them a date, say, move. You didn't go to school. We went to school. But we didn't go to school to come and start doing guide for you. It's for you to be happy that I don't have. My sister has. So let them read the English and explain to us so that we work together. That's how we do it. We work together. But you cannot direct us based on your ignorance.
God forbid. God forbid. You cannot direct us based on your ignorance, Inanno.
So no matter how ignorant you are, you will not pull us into your ignorance. That's what we're saying this morning. We the women, we said, that's your ignorance that you have refused to do things the right way, according to international protocol. You rather want us to die. You want them to come and kill us and our children. We say you will not drag us into your ignorance. We have a reason. It's either you do the right thing or we help you to do it. Our grandmothers did it in 1929. And we are here to do the same thing. Other women have joined us. We have a platform where women are and are ready to do the needful.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have time for your ego that you'll be explaining. Did you call him name? Did you not? We told you this nation is not Nnamdi Kanu's nation. It's the nation that our fathers fought for.
Mm-hmm.
They shed their blood. They received bullets. The true veterans. So we are not begging you. We are telling you what we will do. Because we are stakeholders in the land.
Big ones at that matter, the mothers of the land. The mothers of the land, giving birth to
Enough
children,
of this nonsense.
you will kill any
Enough
kind
of
way.
Of attracting enemies to come and kill our people on the land. When you don't attract enemies, you run away. Meanwhile, you don't have any gadgets. You have no plan. We say we need to form alliance with your neighbors. He said, do you trust them? But you don't have alternative.
No, he does. Alternatives is to hide in his house now, UK, where he gets Wi-Fi and then try to give you advice. Yeah, that's alternative, my dear. They do have alternatives.
That we need.
While our brothers and sisters fry back home, they can't even get food to feed their children.
Exactly.
And then you've been watching from far. He's done marvelously well. What have you, the man in UK? Shame on you guys. It's people like you. Yes. Who know the worst than even in Nnamdi Kanu? You guys are the most useless set of men. And all these people did between 50s and 60s after all. You guys are the most useless set of group of useless and hopeless men. I'm going to know why before. You guys are useless. Because maybe if people like you have risen and joined him, maybe you could have directed him to do the right thing. But no, you have to hide somewhere and be watching him from far. Marvelous job. You are a madman.
And then you come and tell me. You come and tell me out of your ignorance that he's doing the right thing. Meanwhile, you don't even know what the right thing is. You do not know what the protocol is. You don't know.
This is how they've been deceiving our people. This is how they've been deceiving our people. They will tell you, I'm in UK, I studied a PhD, and when you come out to the street, they're smarter than them. We nothing. Nothing to show for it. Nothing. You are in UK where he resides. You have not contributed anything. You have the audacity to come and call to give us advice after we have contributed for so many years. What a nerve. What a nerve, you guys. Useless men everywhere. We are sick and tired of the useless. You don't get to destroy our children's future anymore. We are here to take it back from you. Enough is enough. Our children should marry by the time they are 30. Our children should have a job. Our children should live their own life. Our children should not have to go to Indonesia and jump from 20-story building because Indonesian police is coming to the door. While you hide in your comfort of your own home, now UK. You don't get to do that anymore. It must be done the right way. Nonsense. It must be done the right way.
What they're doing. You don't even know what they're doing.
Facebook country. He's following them on Facebook. Yeah. Useless people everywhere. You have not made your contribution, but you want to praise. We don't need any praises. We need people to use their brain. Don't praise me. I wake up every morning to do this. I need men and women that can work, that can understand what it takes, that can go and read the documents, go online, go on YouTube, go on UN website, go on every website. My World Bank, all because we are looking for freedom for our people. And you want to go and give me information based on what you saw on YouTube and Facebook. Please.
Duh.
Yeah, but that's duh. Duh. Anyway, let's be focused because these people, this is what they will do. They will tell you focus. You want to focus, they will come and distract you. Focus. You want to focus, they will come and distract you. We don't need to be hearing from you. If you don't know where we are going, we are talking about these key milestones, deadline and timeline to show the work that has been going on. And this week, the US declared, my sister. Hello? Go ahead. So the US is finally recognizing what is going on. They're moving to make a change, especially for the Christians. So if we have to get it through the Christian apparatus, we have to get it from where, because nobody's Biafra. I know how much I cried, I wailed, I wrote letters, I went to offices. Even people that I thought they kind of sort of like me.
And it makes sense because when you say that killing your people, They are killing people in Middle Belt. And they are killing them because they are Christians.
Yeah.
So if you now go and remove yourself and isolate your little self, let's show you the map. This is you. This is your tiny dot. This tiny dot is you. You isolate yourself and you're shouting, they're killing me, they're killing me. UN will ask you, what of the people that are killing in these other areas? Are they calling?
Yes, brother. Your name and where you're calling for. We are about to end the show. Go ahead.
Okay, hello. Hello.
Yes, Maz, go ahead.
Okay, you know, some people are married when their time is up. John the Baptist don't know when his time was up. That is why he was killed. Our father Ejuku started it, his time was up, he stepped aside. It was Richard started. His time was up, he stepped aside. Now the Namdekalo has started, at least he make a lot of noise. People have known, he stepped aside. What you are showing us now, I tried to Google it now. To me, I don't know, except that I listen to you. I Google it now, and I'm seeing what you are seeing. I'm seeing things in your own app that will meet our neighbor. I live in River State. Some of them, they be talking anyhow, but when referendum comes, a lot of people don't want to be in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. From the village I live, they don't want to be. The political elite don't even want people to see what you're seeing. And now, Mazin Namdekano calling names, I don't want to talk about that, but I have seen what you are showing us now because I like to research certain things.
Please, and that's what we're asking our people to do.
Yes.
I feel your pain, and all that. If other people, if people will start listening to us, right? Only one advice I want to give. Because a lot of people are like following Namdekano seriously because of one or two things. A lot of people know why they're following. Everybody knows why they're following. And he makes the people, he makes some things known. Oh, it's okay. Time up, brother. The way you have made noise. Yes. Something I read in the Bible in the book of Revelation. When the elders were weeping in Revelation, the Bible says the Lion of the tribe of Judah prevailed.
Yes.
But I read that same verse in verse 5. Not the lion that takes the scroll, it's the lamb. Now the cow have rolled like a lion, yes, but you can't take it as a lion. Lion will fight to the top, and lion will start fighting with subordinates. And that is what is happening. He has fought to that point. All he needs to do is the lamb. You people are coming like a lamb. The lamb is the one that collected the scroll, not the lion. You see, that is the thing I'm just trying to do. Because a lot of people will just be pissed off. Like when I listen, I entered the service when the woman was calling them, so I need to sit and listen. Why is somebody calling? Now, other people may not do that. Other people may be angry. I like to listen to people. That's why I take time to listen. And I know where you are going. I Google now, I know where you are going. But if immediately you bring them down the Carlo case, hey, a lot of people, they will not listen to us again. What you are presenting, I tell you the truth, I wanted to join you on a Zoom, but it's not welcoming me. I could have tried to advise people. Let us focus on what you are showing us now, which Namdekano have not shown. I follow him. I contribute in IPOB, even in Brazil here, I contribute. But what you show, you have not, even the coordinator here, we have not seen it. So sometimes truth is bitter. I have to tell you the truth.
It's true.
But even the people here, even if I'm trying to tell them, say, forget it. And don't forget things like that. But if we can come to the point, because we need audience to listen. We need audience. Definitely we need audience. And that is why I like what you're doing. We need audience. If this must go, all we need to do, just continue to present what you're presenting. When they call again and talk, you say, we are not on that. Thank you. God bless you. You should be person. And all that. So that we can get to where we are going. People may call you. As a matter of fact, when you finish this program now, a lot of people will jump out on Facebook. You will be surprised that your pictures now will be all over the Facebook. This one na this one na this. In my manner from so and so place. A lot of things will jump out. 100 naira, they enter into internet. 20 naira, they enter into internet. That we in diaspora, we know what we are going through. And that is why I'm commending you. Continue to teach.